Hi, my name is Lisa Kippenbrock, and I chose to do my informative speech covering the tradition of St. Nicholas. I was raised in the Catholic faith growing up, and that's generally a tradition that is practiced by the Catholic. St. Nicholas was a bishop known for his good deeds, especially for the needy and the children and women. He would give gifts to demonstrate his good faith. He was recognized as a saint in the 1800s. Catholics celebrated Bishop Nicholas Day generally on December 6th. European countries would celebrate the Feast of Santa Claus, otherwise known as St. Nicholas. Children would put out their shoes with carrots or hay for the saint's horse, hoping to get gifts in exchange. In the Belgium or the Netherlands, someone dressed as St. Nicholas would appear in mid-November. He would watch children and their behavior. On the day, he would ride a white horse through town and hand out gifts. These traditions later led to the tradition of Santa Claus and gift exchanges. The original idea was to leave your shoes by the door on the evening of December 5th. Socks were also common. Candy canes would be left to symbolize the staff of St. Nicholas. People would bake spicy Santa Claus cookies called speculoos. They were a spicy ginger cookie, usually shaped like St. Nicholas. St. Nicholas was born in 3rd century Greece for a wealthy couple. Later, an epidemic took their lives. He was then raised in a Christian home by his uncle. He dedicated his life to service and used all of his inheritance to help the poor. Later on, St. Nicholas was imprisoned by the Roman emperor. Later, he was set free because there was no room for thieves or murderers in prison, and it was all because of his religious beliefs. St. Nicholas died on December 6, AD 343. There were a couple popular legends regarding St. Nicholas, one of them being the story of a dad that had 3 daughters that were approaching the age of marriage. And back then, if a daughter wasn't chosen for marriage, they were often sold to slavery. So, one by one, when they reached marriageable age, St. Nick left a bag of gold coins by their hearth to save them from slavery. Another well-known legend on St. Nicholas was regarding a boy that got kidnapped for slavery. He was gone exactly 1 year from his family, and 1 year exactly later, he returned the boy from his captives, also with a gold cup. He was then established patron and protector of children. In Germany, St. Nicholas was often accompanied by Krampus, which was an evil creature. He was half man, half goat, and had a demon-like appearance. Krampus would travel with St. Nick, leaving coal to the misbehaved, and sometimes even known for kidnapping bad children. In Italy, there was a tradition where unmarried women would participate in a mass. It involved a ritual where they would turn around a column 7 times to change their luck to find a spouse. It was also believed that St. Nicholas also protected virgins. Typically, he would arrive on horseback on the feast day, dressed in a red robe, accompanied by Black Peter, known as a freed slave that would help distribute gifts or lumps of coal, sometimes potatoes or switches to all the bad kids. The Dutch took the tradition to New York City, where he was eventually transformed into Santa Claus, officially Santa Claus in the 19th century. St. Nicholas was always known as being benevolent and was the protector of children, widows, and the weakest of people. Some of the history of St. Nicholas' traditional gifts from the start were as simple as chocolate or gold coins, candy canes, clementines, or gingerbread cookies. They would use their boots or socks, and then as years went on, the traditions turned more into stockings by a fireplace. Um, Kids today typically would get more of things they were probably wanting, like popular toys or gloves or other types of candy, not so much fruit and coins as it were years ago. When I was growing up, we generally would get candy or just small trinkets, sometimes money, but not coins, gum, like silly putty, just small items, whatever, because we would always use a stocking for St. Nicholas. Always looked forward to that because that was like a small gesture before Christmas, so it was always exciting. There was some other legends of Saint Nick. Years ago, it was called the Calming of the Storm. Supposedly, Saint Nicholas rescued sailors from a sea storm, and he was endowed with superhuman powers in order to do this. And then there was also another miracle referred to as the miracle of the grain. Grain was donated to the town of Myra, but when the ship ended at the destination, there was no grain missing. He talked the captain into being generous, but yet when the ship got there, there was none missing. So that was known as the miracle of the grain. So it developed into Santa Claus today, but usually Catholic faith still practice St. Nicholas Day on December 6th. Kids will hang their stockings on December 5th Eve, and then normally when they wake up to a stocking. Some parents still choose to leave items like for bad behavior, sometimes more as a joke today, as it was back then seriously. But some parents will still leave rocks or coal or things that kids won't necessarily look forward to symbolize bad behavior versus good behavior. So it was a fun tradition, and I also carried the tradition on with my children growing up. So it was um, a neat symbolization of someone doing good and always protecting children and weak people and women. So, thank you.